Oh, we got a caller from Oregon. Kim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Larry. How you doing?
I'm good, my friend. How is it up there? Cold?
It's getting there, but it's been pretty mild and really good weather so far.
Good. What can I do for you, my friend?
Yeah, you had a caller about, I don't know, sometime early October, I think it was, that he talked about having a 100-year chart or something on with Venus retrograde aspects, and he was looking for a top right around October 4th or 5th, with a low projected when Venus goes into conjunct Sun. I think he said October 26th. So that's pretty close call, and he's talked about calling back in. Did he ever call back in, or do you remember that call?
No, he has not. I believe it was Tim Boss, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was Bill Meridian, who should be our guest later this week, but I believe it was Tim Boss. Fortunately, I'm very lucky. Go ahead. Excuse me, Kim. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't think it was one of your professional commentator guest. I thought it was just a caller. You think it was Tim Boss?
Oh, really?
In on that
you know what? That could be. I'm trying to think who it was. I mean, if somebody called and gave me that information, it was somebody that I knew that I studied that Venus stuff, Venus Uranus, quite a bit. But my mind, I just can't remember now. Tim, I'll try to shake up the gray matter later today if I can, and we'll see if we can. If I can remember who it was. Any help you guys can give me here in the room, I'd appreciate it, because it's also pretty good. So we'll see. Did the guy say anything about gold?
I'm pretty sure it was just a caller. But anyway, do you have any applications or programs that you recommend for astro timing? I've been in the markets for a long time, but I really never got into studying astro timing so much. Though I know it's highly effective at some, like everything else. Sometimes it works really well.
Yeah, that's like everything else. You're right.
That you recommend?
Yes, there's one I highly recommend. It's Alfie Lavoie. That's Air Software, AIR, Air Software out of Connecticut. And believe me, Alfie is one of the premier guys in astrology in our business. And he and Bill Meridian built this program. It's got everything that you could possibly want to study astrology with. I mean, it's really good stuff, and it's not very expensive considering all the things that are in there. It's really the best. In fact, there's nothing comparable. I think it's called the Titanium program, and it's really inexpensive considering all the stuff you can do with it, all kinds of testing. It's what Bill Meridian uses with his programs when he comes on the air. So these are it's very, very good, but it's terrific. It's really really good.
Well, I appreciate that.
Hold it.
Look at your archives on YouTube.
Hey, stop.
If I can find that episode, I'll send you the link with the guy that called in about that, because I was curious.
Hey, stay with me here. Hold on here. Someone's asking a question. You called in when the S&P was at in 2011. And do you remember that? Because Mr. Z's got a memory like 26 elephants. And he said you called in back in 2011 when the gold was at 1920. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I had some
good. Hey, that's awesome.
That told me the market was high.
Shut the front door and ring. Hey, I like to come down and visit me. It's nice and warm down here. What do you think? What do you think of the gold in here, Kim? You have any idea?
Where the gold is?
Yeah, what's your feeling about gold?
Well, I've been basically short the entire time with a couple intervening bounces. My timing on gold is probably my best thing I do, but it's still nothing.
Hey, can you stay with us till after the break, please?
Really around January.
Yeah. Okay. Stay with us, my friend. Do we still have Kim from Oregon on the line?
I'm still here.
Hey, good. Hey, do me a favor. Drop me an email, larrypesavento@gmail.com. And I wanted to chat with you just a little bit more about the program and stuff. So if you do that, I appreciate you calling in. And the fact that Mr. Z could remember that from 8 years ago that you called in at that price of 1920. It just absolutely blew me away that he remembered that. So I appreciate it. But make sure you drop me an email if you would, Kim. Okay, where are you in Oregon, by the way?
I'm in Salem, right in the capital city here.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, thanks for calling in, and we really appreciate it. And we'll keep an eye on the gold, and we'll be watching some of these things, especially in the stock market. So thanks a lot for calling in. It really helps us a lot. And I like the astrology part. Don't know a lot about it sometimes, but with people like you and Shane Smolian and other folks, I get a little bit here and there that gives you some ideas. I rely on the new moons and full moons so much. So, but thanks for calling in, Kim. We really appreciate it.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, Larry. Thanks.
You bet.